the program last night. In fact, I got an awful lot of mail from people, and honestly I couldn't believe it, because I was the one. Oh, there I am with Richard Blumenthal, who is playing the savior to a lot of people. I got a chance to ask one of the bullies who was going after the employees who received bonuses from AIG what law supported the action that he engaged in. His answer, or lack thereof, had a lot of people in America going, wait, maybe I'm on the wrong side. In case you missed it, we're going to play some of it again, and Fox News legal analyst Mercedes Colwin is here to break it down for us. Mercedes, I'm not an attorney. I'm a self-educated guy. I just noticed that nobody had asked him what law they were violating. Asked him, and I was amazed and enraged by his response.
It was unbelievable. I'm like, what planet am I on? Is this the Twilight Zone? I was waiting for it to say, Joe, here's the camera, candid camera here. It was unbelievable. What is this issue about public interest? They violated the laws of public interest. That doesn't exist. Taking these individuals' money away when there's a valid contracted issue, outrageous.
Let's take some of these. And first I started with Christopher Dodd. I asked Mercedes on because I'm like, okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Here's the first clip. I'm asking you about Chris Dodd, because he lives in the great state of Connecticut. Are you going after him?
We don't have the power to investigate, nor does any attorney general, a federal official.
Well, no, but he's a resident in your state.
For the Congress.
Wait a minute, he's a resident in your state.
He is a resident of the state, but he is a federal official.
Oh.
And no attorney general has the jurisdiction.
Yeah. Mercedes?
Unbelievable. I'm curious. What he's saying is, if there's a separation of powers here, there's an executive branch, legislative branch. Well, I'm just in the state branch. I really can't do any of these types of investigations.
Can they?
Untrue. He can coordinate with the U.S. Attorney General. He can coordinate with local prosecutors. He is the highest lawmaker in law enforcement official in the state of Connecticut. He absolutely can.
Am I wrong that the Attorney General, his job is to make sure the laws are applied equally, uniformly, and enforced?
Exactly right. And it's affecting a Connecticut employer. Is not AIG one of the employers that's in the state of Connecticut? If he truly believes that there was an issue with Dodd and AIG, why isn't he investigating? Why does he coordinate?
Okay.
He's not doing it. It's a bluff.
Here's where he says, where I ask him, what law? And he says, what law? Blumenthal. What law did the AIG executives break when they took those bonuses that were mandated by a legal contract?
The AIG executives did not themselves break a contract.
So then why were you going after them?
Well, we're not going after them. We're going after the bonuses.
We're going after the bonuses. Like he's at home going, you bad bonus, oh, I hate you. He was going after the people who were holding the bonus.
Absolutely. Hundreds of thousands of dollars that all stem from valid contracts. You can't take money away from individuals without due process, without a trial, without some forum. You're going to step in. I come into your home. I'm sure you have a gorgeous home in Connecticut. I like your home. I'm a public official. Get out. I want your home now. I mean, that's essentially what he's advocating.
Right, but let's flip this around. I can't break the contract with my house. I can't say, oh, that evil bank, boy, they really screwed up. Citibank, they suck. They're getting the federal money. I'm not paying my mortgage. I have a contract with that bank. I must honor that.
Exactly right, because if you don't honor it, you're going to be in court. You're going to be sued. You're going to pay lots of money for that breach.
Hey, Richard Blumenthal here. Okay, here's the next one. This is, well, you just watch. Here it is. Attorney General, I'm asking you for the law that they broke that gave you the ability. Are you not the defender of the law in Connecticut?
The law that they broke,
yes,
is the law that requires that they serve the public interest, that bonuses...
What law is that? He couldn't answer that. I said, what law is that? It sounded like a made-up law, but...
Oh, public interest law doesn't exist. I mean, that's certainly not one out there in the books. And it's amazing that he should quote that. Maybe that's, like you said last night, maybe that's great. That's certainly a moral issue, but that's not on the books.
Yeah.
It's certainly not the law.
Good rule of thumb, but you're not really there to be the chief rule of thumb enforcer. Now, here he is on something where he tried to make this in... Well, Glenn, you're just so stupid. You don't understand. The Wage Act. Watch this.
We are asking the federal government to pursue these bonuses because they were paid with taxpayer money to people who very simply were not required to be paid those bonuses by any Connecticut statute. That's the statute that's important here, is Connecticut law, the so-called Wage Protection Act, which protects wages, not bonuses.
Help me out for that.
No, I don't know what he's talking about. What he's trying to say is essentially this. If you waste taxpayers' money, then we can go in and collect it. That's not true. That's not what this was done. What AIG did was they had valid contracts. They were forced to enforce it because if they didn't, Glenn, they would be sued and they would be paid 2 to 3 to 4 times the amount of what the face value of those contracts are.
Here's the truth. That we signed a deal. Barney Frank or Chris Dodd was really one instrumental in it. We signed the contract. We put in there that the wages wouldn't be touched because we needed the people. There were like 40 people that were responsible for the mess at AIG.
And they're gone.
They're gone. Right.
When all this stuff happened, they're gone.
And then we told these people, look, would you just work here? We need you. You work for $1,
You need
right?
intellectual capital to save us. Is this not a loan? Everyone's saying, well, this is money given to them. That's not money given to them. America expects AIG to pay that money back, and they're working towards it. If you don't have intellectual capital to keep that company afloat, and that's what these individuals did, and you said exactly right last night. Some of these executives are being paid $1 for doing that. They forfeited their salaries knowing that at the end of the day, their contract for the bonuses would be enforced, and suddenly that's forgotten.
Right. And it's not forgotten. It's forgotten because the politicians would look bad. They needed somebody, look over here, so they did that. And then people like Richard Blumenthal and not Spitzer.
Oh, that's a whole other...
yeah, Cuomo, they come in because they want to be governor. All they want is to be governors, and they want to get their fame.
What is this about releasing their names? AIG CEO said, please, begging Congress, don't release those names. There are so many death threats on these individuals, and these AIG attorneys are saying, why don't we just release the names? What good is it? There's no public interest involved.
Okay, more on that tomorrow. Thank you very much, Mercedes.
Oh, my pleasure.
Tim Geithner has been all over the place in terms of the idea of global currency. Hey, but the G20 is coming soon. We might all have a new dollar or euro or something. Someone who's sure this is a disastrous idea is Congressman Michelle Bachmann, and she is next.